Alcohol has forged its place in American culture, and it will never leave. Therefore, it is important for everyone that drinks it to know how to do so properly. This starts with allowing those of the right age to consume it. In this speech, I will talk about the history of alcohol-related laws, the damage that the current laws cause, the benefits of lowering the minimum age to 18, and who has the power to make this happen. I believe that change must take place because all the current laws are doing is making underage kids find ways around the laws, which can be dangerous if you do not know how to drink safely. This topic has been argued throughout American history. In the 19th and early 20th century, the temperance movement began, which urged the government to outlaw alcohol completely. The goal was met in 1920 when the government added the 18th Amendment to the Constitution, prohibiting the manufacture, sale, transportation of intoxicating liquors. This lasted 13 years until Prohibition ended on December 5th, 1933, with the ratification of the 21st Amendment, according to the Library of Congress on January 14th, 2020. Even during this ban, many people of all ages found ways to drink. These illegal ways were often much more dangerous than the legal ones. The minimum legal drinking age remained 18 after prohibitions ended, until the Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984 was signed into law by Ronald Reagan, raising the minimum drinking age from 18 to 21 years old. States were not required to comply with this law, but risked losing important highway funding if they didn't, resulting in all the states raising their minimum drinking age to 21. Those listening to this speech are either underage or have been at some point in their lives. And many of you have likely been affected by the minimum drinking age. While some people just accept that they cannot drink until they are of age, the greater majority finds ways around it. Teenagers break the rules, they always have and they always will, and alcohol is not an exception. Majority of the time, teens experience with alcohol are unsupervised and done without any proper knowledge on how much or how quickly to drink. This can lead to teens drinking dangerous amounts of alcohol and possibly overdosing on it. Because the minimum age is 21 and most teens enter college at the age of 18, their parents do not get a chance to teach them how to drink safely. The lack of proper guidance can have dire results in a college atmosphere. According to Alcohol Rehab Guide on October 26, 2020, roughly 80% of college students, 4 out of 5, consume alcohol to some degree, and it is estimated that 50% of these students engage in binge drinking, which involves drinking too much alcohol in too little time. Not only can binge drinking cause serious injury or death, but over time it can lead to alcoholism, which can be a lifelong battle. These possible scenarios can be limited by lowering the drinking age to 18. By lowering the drinking age, 18 and 20-year-olds would be able to drink in supervised places, such as bars, and they would be able to buy their own alcohol instead of drinking random beverages, such as punch at parties, that often has way too much alcohol in them. Parents would also be able to teach their kids how to safely drink before sending them off to college. This would also eliminate minor in possession charges for 18 through 20-year-olds. According to the Criminal Defense Law of November 16, 2020, minors who break the law may be charged with criminal offenses and, if convicted, face jail sentences, fines, diversion programs, and sentences such as a number of hours of community service. These charges rarely deter underage drinking, but they often hurt those who get them by potentially getting them kicked out of college or making it harder for them to find jobs in the future. In most respects, even some written in law, a person becomes an adult on his or her 18th birthday. Becoming 18 gives a person many rights, such as the right to vote, the right to enlist in the army, and the right to make medical decisions for themselves. So why is it that a person who is legally in charge of their health and safety not allowed to drink? Why can we send 18-year-old men and women overseas to fight for their country and give their lives, but they can't have a sip of beer? A minimum drinking age of 21 is unjust and illogical given the age of adulthood being 18. To make the change possible, the U.S. people must petition Congress to pass a new law that would repeal the national minimum drinking age of 1984. If the majority of the House of Representatives and the Senate vote in favor of a new law and the President does not veto, then the new drinking age will become 18 years old. For this to happen, we need everyone's help. People need to email and call their state senators and representatives and request that the law be changed. Raising the drinking age to 21 in 1984 has caused more problems than it has solved. It has made binge drinking a common activity among underage kids. The lower the drinking age would help kids learn earlier the proper way to drink, thus reducing the risk of injury due to alcohol consumption. Given that, in the eyes of the law, you become an adult when you turn 18, it only makes sense that you should be able to drink alcohol at this age. Therefore, we need to contact those in Congress and get them to change the law.